What up, everyone? Ponzer here. Today we've got a special game. This is going to be a 3v3 on Riviera. So we've gone from the 5v5s, the complicated game type when you have lots of role switching, and we've seen a lot of 4v4s where very stable, you have 4 roles, and it's just ESL, one role of each. And then you got 3v3s, and 3v3s are the redheaded stepchild. They don't have the cachet of a 1v1 or the duo nature of a 2v2, but it's also not the full team effort like a 4v4 and up. So not a lot of people like 3v3s. There are some diehards. There are some who think that it is the ultimate test. I would, 1v1 is the ultimate test of player skill, but a 3v3, it's more dynamic than a 1 or 2, and it's a lot more, cringe than a 4v4. That's why I don't like it. It's a cringe game type. It's cringe because there's medium air as a guarantee. The standard loadouts for any team is this: armor, and we'll get Diarmor, color. Diarmor is our armor player in this one. Infantry, and then air. So that's our team, and we're gonna talk about the teams for this game. So this was played in October, during a Matchmode, kind of a cobbled together Matchmode event. I don't know. The people have been away. I've been lax in organizing, but we did get some games on a Saturday, some Matchmodes. This is us like trying to kickstart the server, with a nice. We started with some 1v1s. Now we're playing some 3v3s. And the teams that formed are not great. And the reason is, this team is a great team. I would love, like Diarmor is an excellent 3v3 player. He can play any role. He's good at managing TA. He's good at doing drops. And he's good at getting caps and playing the whole map. Their team doesn't have as good an armor player. So I assume that when I look at this, I got Dex. He's obviously going to play infantry. Clark's going to play armor. Today's going to play air. And in this matchup, I think Blitz and Kide are equally matched. Maybe Kide's a little better. But look at this. Kide is going heavy air. This can only be one thing. Clark is eschewing his usual tank role, instead going medium air in a shameless bubble air situation. And in the meantime, I do a critical move here. I want to highlight this. I get into this building before Dexter. I know it's super annoying when Imp gets in there. And this matchup, the other matchup we have to talk about is me versus Dex. I am not an infantry player. I'm an air and armor player. I do not like playing infantry against good infantry players like Dex or Kickapoo or J-Man or anybody else, or Elian. Those guys are really annoying to play infantry against, so I don't like it. But I'm stuck doing it because it's a 3v3 and no one else is going to do it. So we're going to see this matchup. Like, can I handle Dexter? But in the context of complete air in supremacy. So I don't know whose idea this was. It's definitely not. It's not a nice thing to do, I would say. Like, I wouldn't double up on rolls in a 3v3 match mode. It's kind of like a gentleman's rule to not do it. So I'd like to know whose idea this was. Maybe it was Dexter's, out of desperation, knowing that the armor is going to outplay Clark in a 3v3. Or it could be Clark is just deciding to do it. I don't know. So they can explain the strategy. They can give their excuses. But we're going to see Blitz do the right thing, which is just kill the heavy air and ignore the medium air. You can ignore Clark's medium air. It's nothing to write home about. What we can't ignore is what's going on over here. So if you noticed, our initial plan in this game was to attack town. And we're developing it. We got wiped out by the air early on. Their plan is to attack the flanks and defend the town simultaneously. So they've already attacked this. Dex is going to go into here. And Dex is going to be fed an insane amount of TA. Both Clark and Kide are going to just spend nothing and just give it to him. And he's going to drop Jeeps. And they're going to repair these things constantly. And generate just a ton of TA, and he's just going to convert that into drop. You know, an infantry player can do a lot of drops. They get cheaper tanks, and the jeeps. I think the tanks are not cheap. They're just, but you can still drop them, especially if you're getting fed nonstop. Meanwhile, we're sticking to the plan. You know, who cares about the double air situation? Let's just kill the town and overwhelm it. And the great thing about having an armor player, and this is why you don't want to do this double air strat all the time, although it does work pretty well. You know, you get caps. You can share caps. You can generate more TA that way. And in the and look, like the armor, he's splitting up, sending an APC up here. That's going to be very helpful. APCs on the flanks in the woods are actually quite useful because they can kill infantry way better. So you can kill those paratroopers in the open. They can kind of fight against a light tank drop or a jeep drop, and they can even kill air. So this is like the one place I would put an APC. Yeah, and it would have been nice. We had 0 comms. This was a completely silent game, and look at this sneaky cap. Oh, just denied by Clark. Hey, he actually did a good job there. Damn. He actually paused. He kept the chopper still, and that's really important if you want the mediums to actually kill stuff on the ground. Hit T, stop, have them stopped. And this is me just inting desperately, trying to prevent the cap. I can't. Unfortunate. But again, Dex is always capping alone, so he's missing. They're missing out on like 5, 10 TA every time. And look at this. I am just making mistakes left and right. I run this guy into the building, but he actually gets out. I'm direct RDing my own guy, but somehow he survives and Dex gets out of the building a little too soon. And now I can finally focus on the town completely. Like, we've kind of secured the flank, although it's getting cleared. Kind of secured this, although there's nothing up here. There's no drops, you know, no vision. And instead of defending this more, I'm doing Navy SEALs into the town. Because again, this is all I care about. I just want to cap the town over and over again. Keep it capped. Keep it denied. That's my path to victory. And this is what happens when you, like, I could have got drops down here and fought him up here on kind of even ground. Instead, they're going into the town. So my only hope now is I can micro both fronts. You got to consider this as an infantry player. Can you micro fronts simultaneously? Especially when you're throwing like 15 TA. Like, these guys, are they going to get into buildings? Okay, they do. And I managed to dodge this direct RD. But when you're kind of managing your micro, you got to think, okay, where are my units going? Are they going to be in areas where they can direct RD me? Has the other guy spent all his direct RDs? Oh, and he gets a dirty cap there. That's so frustrating. I just immediately decap. I don't care. You have to be aggressive with the decaps and the recaps in a 3v3. Because it's what makes or breaks you. This is not so much like his bottleneck is not going to be TA anyways. He's going to have unlimited TA. His bottleneck is going to be he actually can't drop so many units. And nice cap. See, look, Diarmer's. Oh, I love Diarmer. Such a good team player. Always where you need him to be. This is me failing to micro the jeeps. Yeah, you have to know where to micro constantly. I'm also slowly killing his snipers. But yeah, these drops kind of survive. So notice that I kept them alive, and I'm just pumping more in. It's kind of risky leaving this naked. Like, look, they're dropping again. Light tanks or jeeps or some shit.
You got casualties.
But light tanks can be kind of he gets a cap though. And let's see, can I micro? I fail micro this drop. Get into these get these guys down. They kind of survive at least, but they still cap this, and now we are in big trouble. They're getting a big comeback. We have no pressure in town really. No, I'm doing desperate light tank drops. I wish instead of shooting, actually the bunker was weak. That's why we shoot. Let's can kill these. This is why the heavy air. It's not going to counter. Like, Diarmer is just going full, like, weirdo. Like, he hasn't had a heavy tank out in a while. And yeah, you don't really need a heavy tank. You just need APCs and light tanks and med AA. We get a decap here, and we get a full cap. We do. Here we go. Yeah, they're already pressuring here now, and this is where my tunnel vision. That's like I'm now getting overwhelmed. I'm trying to take the town, and I'm trying to defend this. There's just so much bullshit going on, and I'm fucking up my jeeps, and I'm like putting guys into the jeeps. You know that the micro is getting overwhelming, and now I'm getting spawn raped. It's not looking good. I do manage to get out and just blast him. I guess he wasn't expecting 3 imps to run, just hop out. But getting trucks at this point, you probably don't want to get trucks. Instead, look at this. Once again, Diarmor is clutch with the caps. And it's me that's fucking it up with my lax micro. This guy had gotten stuck or some shit. It was a good thing that I waited, but actually no, it's a bad thing. If I was faster, I could have gotten out of it. And in the meantime, when the entire team is focusing over here, even me as I record it, this is happening. Dex is charging infantry. Because if you think about it, this is so easy to attack, guys. Like, you don't have to go up here and then here. You can just constantly attack here. So when another team is just all inning you into town, look at that. Getting punished for stacking on the points. It was brutal. But this conga line of anti-air, like, look at that. I love this. He's stuck behind my blobs. You know, this is a really annoying thing to do. And meanwhile, as they're pressuring here and getting into these annoying woods, he's also doing drops up here. But it doesn't matter because we're just piling into town. And this is why that town push strategy is so effective. Oh, man. You know, I think a sniper in here. I don't even think a sniper in here can reach over. I got these two guys. Like, this guy's allegedly can shoot into these woods. He's not. And, like, this guy is a little short. But a third sniper is just too much of a luxury, I'd say. Like, you should have a sniper in here. I think I did at one point, but it's so easy to die as well. Like, maybe one over here, but then you just need a line. And I bet I'm just going to lose all these drops. And look at this. This is the advantage of the normal, the non-cheesy double air, is we can do way more drops. Like, I'm doing drops, Diarmor's doing drops. We have the potential to out-drop Dexter. And we can also stretch his micro a lot more. Like, look at those, some direct arties. Those are some nice direct arties, guys. Insane. And look at this, cap. Unlucky. It's denied by the stupid light arties and the air. That sucks. And in the meantime, I'm mismicroing here. But look at this, like, combined arms again. We got everybody here is working together. And we're still in the town, boarding it up, fucking it up. It's like a 3-way fight now. These 3 points. Notice we're not pressuring this, but we are starting. I have not enough TA and not enough drop bandwidth to drop up here myself. And I constantly want to drop here. Like, there's always more places to do, and, like, the armor is busy dropping up here. These clusters are a little premature. They are nice ones. And I'm just hoping to get a little pressure off us here on this side. And look, he's got a fucking... Like, we're just sitting in the open. It's so... Like, Air should come and kill that or something. I don't know. Air's busy. He's got other things. Notice, Dex has completely wiped me out in town. I have no drops. I've got these guys doing guerrilla warfare style. And this is desperate. Like, can I actually get a cap up here? It would be pretty funny if I did. No, I just get a decap. You're welcome. And then I run into a direct arty. Oh. Fuck's sake. It's hard playing IF, guys. I'm coming out and say it. Really hard. Like, you have to play it like this zoomed out all the time. I think that's like the only... Or just like, if you're going to play lower, have a good field of vision. You're always going to have a blind spot. And be good with your, like, I'm still, I don't have the, fine motor skills and the hotkey setup or the lag enough to, get in and out of buildings and do that glitch. You have to be an exploiter too. I'm exploiting as much as I can, guys. Trying. You obviously have to exploit to be a good infantry player. And here we go. We're trying another push again. I'm not fucking around with vehicles. I have this one. This is my rapid reaction force. And in the meantime, look at Diamer just soloing up here. And again, stretching them out. That's pulling their air and all their bullshit away. And I'm just... The town is open again. So I can... This is again, the 1-2 punch. It would be great to have like an APC over here. But Diamer's off rolls... Like, these are expensive units, I guess. And yeah, here he comes. I don't even need help. Like, I'm just gonna go in. Looks like... Oh, medium artillery. Really, Dexter? You're gonna get a medium artillery when you're soloing in? Oh no, it's a medium tank. Jeez. That's even... Oh, I guess a medium tank kind of makes sense, because that's gonna counter Diamer bullshit units. Yeah, Dex just doesn't have the reinforcement point. And you know, it's really telling now, like, their pokes, they can't defend the town. They don't have enough dudes on the ground. Poke and do this. And, like, we're getting forts on the sides. Questionable use of the air. Kill the paras. I would prefer the air to, like, come over here, but I have so many shitheads in the woods. Air's not going to have a good time. These guys are in cover just... for the sake of camo. I mean, there's one tree there left. And I'm just decapping this. We could still lose. 5 minutes left. But the strategy is kind of played out. Look at the score, though. Like, Dex has so much score. He's outscoring us. But Diamer is kind of making up the difference. Like, look at the... Like, Clark cannot generate enough score. Just chopping it up with Blitz. Who's basically just ignoring him.
They killed a unit. You can request new units now.
Light arty on infant buildings is devastating. It's probably better than gas. Or like you mix it up, but like, cause it really kills the buildings. If you put like 2 on top of each other, you can't run away from it. But it doesn't matter. Look at this. Diamer's just soloing up here yet again. Little help from Blitz. All their attention again is dealing with my bullshit in town. Come on, get out, get out, get out. Yeah, you guys didn't see that?
You lost a unit.
I was busy looking at something else. Look, we're doing air-to-airs. I didn't even notice this. The 15-point air-to-air. I barely have enough points to do drops. And it fucking works. That's pretty funny. But look at these drops up here. For retake. But again, those are light tanks that aren't coming down into town. Help out there. So this is a good attention grabber. Gives us time to fort this up.
You can request new units now.
And we have this well defended now. So I can just keep chucking. I'm just doing aggressive. These are assault drops. Like, you don't have to drop on points, guys. You can drop a little, like, close to where you want the action to happen. Look at the nice. Oh, denied. Well, the medium tank that I was lambasting actually worked pretty well.
Unit gone.
Like, look, it just actually, they have a lot of HP. Like, they have more HP than a light tank, obviously. And some armor. And the phosphorus is pretty useful. It's just really expensive.
You lost a unit.
Paused it. And yeah. Dex's light tanks could charge down here. He's cleared it up. Oh yeah, there they are right there. All the medium anti-air vehicles aren't really going to help against that stuff. But we can just capture this. And we'll just play them out. Let's see how much of a comeback they can do. So they're going to poke here now. They're going to poke there. They're a pretty decent comeback going. But there's just not enough time. And I'm just doing the cheesiest stuff. Like, I'm just dropping directly on points to cap. And that's it. Look at the score out of Dex. Like, they outscored us. Just because he's carrying so hard. Like, he got most enemy damage. Most tactical aid. Most command points. Most fortifying. That's because he got fed so much that, you know, he was doing everything. But I think that's too much. Asking too much of him. When, I don't know. I think an armor would have had a chance. Like, Dex could have outplayed me as an infantry. And even if the armor outplays Clark, today just has to, like, get a little bit more of advantage. And she actually scored almost as much as Blitz, even just getting blindsided by Blitz the entire time. But yeah, that's a 3v3. Hopefully we can get some real match modes. I'll try to get better at organizing them. Could probably squeeze some in the next month. Yeah, that's game played in October. Competitive scene is not dead yet, guys. So take that away. Take it easy.